Start recording. Okay, so we're going back into the game. We're going back in. Ding. Okay, folks, welcome back to the Long Dark video number 2 in our new Sandbox playthrough series, and we are pretty much, well, we are exactly where we left off, because I'm here following straight on filming the next video. So we are in camp office. Now, I would love to go into the journal and show you the notes from last time. However, when I exited the game, it deleted them. This was very kind of it. It's partly because I pressed escape and I didn't realise that was going to delete it all. So it's all deleted, which is not helpful. But picking up from where we left off, we're now going to look at generating water and a little bit of food. So we have less than 1 hour's daylight remaining. So I'm actually going to go upstairs at this point. Sound effects of us carrying lots and lots of things. And we're going to do this by the bed, simply because when it goes dark, I'm going to need to be able to find the bed. Okay, so we're going to start with okay, we need to do a bit of housekeeping before we can start. So let's do some crafting. So we're going to crafting, and we're going to tinder plug. Except I don't want to make a tinder plug from a stick. I'd rather... Okay, change your plan. We'll do this slightly differently. Let's go into the backpack, and we need to find that newsprint. Whatever it may be. Here it is. And we want to go to actions, and we want to harvest it, and that gives us 2 tinder plugs. Obviously, you can just start the fire with the newsprint as tinder, but if you break it into tinder plugs, you get a lot more. Yeah, a lot more of it. It's a better option, really, all around. Okay, there we go. So, what we're now going to do is try and light a fire. If I can find the stove. Okay, so we have a tinder plug, we have some cedar firewood. I'm actually going to start with a stick, because it increases my likelihood of a successful... Yeah, I don't want to burn the book, because we've still got some work to do with the book. It's tricky, because if I use accelerant, I get a much better chance of success. However, my fire starting skill doesn't go up as much. So, I'm going to try and start it without the accelerant, and we'll do it a couple of times. If it fails a couple of times, then we'll use accelerant just to get the thing lit. But if we can do it without using the accelerant, it's a better option, really, because it increases our skills quicker. Come on, fire, come on, you know you want to light. Well done.
Why didn't that work?
I don't know, why didn't that work? Let's try again. If it doesn't work this time, I'll just use accelerant. I haven't got an endless supply of tinder bugs. When you have a failed fire starting attempt, you lose your match and you lose your tinder, but you do keep your fuel. So if it doesn't work this time, I'm just going to put some accelerant on it. Well,
okay. That didn't work.
Forget that then. We are going to use some accelerant because we haven't got all day. So let's get this thing lit. And then I'm going to chuck half the reclaimed wood. And you can see we have a 2-hour fire. Right, so what we now got here is food and water. So we want to melt some snow. First thing I'm going to do is melt... I'm going to try melting 3 litres of snow and see how long that takes me. Not bad, not bad at all. Pretty much half the time we've got. Because it's a 2-step process. You have to melt snow and then you have to boil it before you can actually use it. So you have to make sure that you have enough fire duration, otherwise it won't work. And there we are. So we actually have half an hour left. So what we can do is cook some herbal tea. And the reason I'm going to do this is that it supposedly helps you sleep better, which I assume means it helps you to it helps your conditions to improve quicker. I have no idea really, but I'm going to give it a try. Plus, it will sort out our hydration issues as well. And a bit of calorie. So, I'm going to take on board my condensed milk, which I am going to have to smash open because I haven't got a can opener, or a knife, or a hatchet. So we are going to lose some of it. There we are, we lost 22% because we smashed it. And we're going to drink some water. And that's going to get us... condition-wise, we're now very warm, partly because we're standing next to fire, and that little green plus is because we drank that hot tea. That gives us a warmth bonus. We are fully hydrated and we have some calories on board, but we are probably going to end up hungry before the end of the night. So we're now going to sleep. We have got 8 hours of darkness remaining, so I'm going to try and sleep for 8 hours to see if it'll let me. And see if we can show how the sleep system works. Okay, because it has been changed slightly since the last time I played Sandbox game. Okay, we've woken up fully rested, and we actually woke up after 7 hours. Now, with the new sleep system, you can't sleep if you're not tired, and if you hit fully rested before the amount of time that you set to sleep, you will wake up early. So that's where pass time comes in. So we can advance time quickly, so I can pass time for an hour, and that will speed time up so we get into the daylight again. But you don't get the benefits of the sleep, so your condition won't improve, your tiredness level will drop slightly. So it's slightly, you know, you have to balance it a little bit more now. You'll see as we go along, as we try to do it. But you will see my condition's now gone back up to 100%. I am a little bit thirsty, or I'm heading to that, so I'm going to drink. Not much I can do about my calories, because I haven't actually got very much. These will give me a little bit, and that will give me a little bit, but I haven't got very much. So what I am going to do, though, is drop some of this stuff that we don't actually need to carry around with us, so that we're not carrying lots of stuff that we don't need, because obviously we can only carry so much, and the more we carry, the more tired we get more quickly, and the less sprinting we can do, and when you start to get tired, the amount you can carry drops, and it gets more and more complicated. You'll see that as we go through. I'll try and explain it as we go. So there's a lot of stuff here we don't really need to be carrying with us. I am going to take my bedroll for my little bit of exploration, and I am going to take my fishing line, fishing tackle with me, and my storm lantern, and my flare, and one of those. I'm not going to take these, but I'll drop those downstairs. I'm going to take all of that because I haven't got very much. I have got some extra clothes, so I'm going to pop that on. And I'm going to pop that on because that gives us warmth bonus over the clothes we're wearing at the moment. You can see the condition of these is not great. The warmth bonus would be better if they're in better condition, and we can do some repairing on these to get them into better condition once we have some cloth, and I'll show you that mechanic a little bit later as we go through. To be honest, there isn't very much more we can drop. I'm going to... No, do you know what? I'm not really going to drop very much because we're not carrying very much at the moment. But what we will do, once we've done this raiding run, is we will start to offload things into the camp office to start turning it into our base camp. Basically, the way it works is you establish yourself a base camp, which is a nice, safe location that you can operate from. And then when you go out, you go to various other locations nearby, you raid them, you gather what you can, and you bring it all back here and stack it all up, and that's how you survive. You create yourself a little nest, basically. So that's what we're going to do. So let's head back outside, and we'll head on to the lake. Oh, the weather's not great. What's the temperature like? -32? Oh, blimey. Okay. That's a tad cold. But I don't really want to sort of subject you to watching me sitting in a building, so I'm going to make a bolt for it. No, there's a wolf over there. Right, okay. I'm going to head for dead dude over here. Blimey, it's cold out here. You can see our heat, our warmth is dropping very, very quickly. Let's search dead dude, see if he's got anything on him. Have you got anything useful? No, you haven't. Well, that was a completely waste of time, then, wasn't it? And there's 2 wolves on the lake. Are there any... Okay, we have got options for natural food. So, do you know what? I can sneak around the back. I think we're going to do that. We've got options for natural food sources, which we'll have a look at if we see them. Yes, it's cold. I know. There's no need to start huffing and puffing. Okay, so let's come around the edge of the lake. I'm hoping by doing this I can avoid these 2 wolves. They do gather on the lake. Okay, so far so good. Except one of them is walking right where I'm going. This is not a good thing. Plucking this rock face. Also, the benefits of this is that it gives us a little bit of shelter from the wind. So if I get up here and I duck down, I'm a little bit more sheltered. And it's not quite as cold. If I stand back up again, probably starts to get a little bit colder. No, it hasn't, but... It's a good way of protecting yourself. Find little nooks and crannies to hide in. Okay, so I'm going to come around the edge of the lake, trying to avoid this wolf. That wolf, unfortunately, is heading right where I'm going. Okay, now we're going to get... Obviously, you've got to take into account the wind direction when you're thinking about trying to shelter. So if I were to shelter here, you can see I've got that little windshield item. Oh, excellent. I'm at risk of hypothermia. Perfect! Just what I needed. And I've got a wolf sort of here-ish. There he is. Right, I'm going to make a bolt for that ice fishing hut. Some of these ice fishing huts now have doors on. None of them ever used to have doors, but some of them now do. If I can get into one. Do you know what? I should have just stayed in camp office for a bit, but you know, we like a challenge. Okay, really, it's those huts over there I want to get to, but I am going to head out to the ice fishing hut. And I'm going to hope it's got a door on it. Knowing my luck, it probably hasn't. I think that one has, but it's a bit close to that wolf for my liking. Please have a door. You've got a door! Awesome. Right, let's get in. Let's shut the door. Let's shut the door. Okay, so we're nice and safe. We're not going to be brilliantly warm in here. It's still minus 13. However, there is a stove in here. So I can actually light a fire, and that's what I'm going to do. So let me light a small fire with some sticks. Let's see if we can get this thing lit without using the accelerant, so that we can increase our fire starting skill. But while that's happening, I'm going to have a drink, because I have a drink to do. That's annoying. Right. Alright, I'm going with accelerant because I just need the darn thing to light. So let's just light it. There we go.
Fire's life out here.
Yeah, not wrong there. Okay, so I'm going to drop a couple of bits of reclaimed wood, and I'm going to drop a couple of bits of stick on there. Do you know what? I should have dropped that book somewhere, because I'm going to end up sticking that on fire by accident. I can see it coming. I should have left that book behind. Okay, plastic container. Pork and beans! That's pretty cool. That gives us some decent calories. We can heat that up as well, gives us a warmth bonus, and I might even do that in a minute. Let's have a look through these drawers, see if there's anything. Can opener is what I really could do with. Oh, a rifle cartridge. Awesome. Haven't got a rifle, but it'll come in handy when we find one. Okay, how much have I got on that? I've got an hour. Can I... No, I can't. Oh, no, I can't. Can I break the ice with a pry bar? Oh, you never used to be able to do that. Awesome. I can break the ice with a pry bar. Perfect. Don't know how long it's probably taken me about 6 years to do it. It actually still feels like -2 in here, even with the fire going. Let's chuck a bit more. Oh, heck, let's just add both those bits of reclaim wood. Okay. We can fish for an hour. Let's fish for an hour.
I've been so hungry in my life.
Are we going to get anything? Yes, we have a fish. Do we have another fish? No, we don't have another fish. Do I have a bit of life on that fire to cook this fish? Let's cook the fish. So, obviously, early in the game, you just have to take what you can get. Little bits and pieces at a time. Calories are so low. I am going to go ahead and I am going to eat that fish straight away. How's my... Oh, hydration's okay. Okay, so we are warming up a bit. We actually have 28 minutes of that fire remaining. Feels like 6. It's warmed up a bit outside. I don't want to waste any of this fire, to be honest. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do half a litre of water, and I'm hoping that 28 minutes is enough to melt and boil it. You don't want to waste fires, particularly not at this point in the game. So even if you only make half a litre of water, every little helps. Cool, so we're not wasting any of that fire. We've got a bit of water on board now. Bit of extra water, and we have got some nice bits and pieces that we can make use of. So, let's head back outside then. I'm going to leave that door open, because that will let me get in quickly if I need to. And let's head for the huts, which is where I was obviously originally aiming for. I tell you what, the noises in the game now do freak you out a little bit. It feels like something's running up behind you. It's actually yourself. But it feels like there's a wolf running up behind you. They do normally howl before they attack. But that said, sometimes they do sneak up on you. you have to be careful. And obviously in Stalker mode, that's more likely to happen because they are a little bit more sneaky. Stalker mode is more difficult. It's harsher weather. Things are more difficult. Okay, so we're now at these little lakeside huts. One of them is burnt down. We're not going to find anything in there. But we might find something around it. So we're going to have a look. Did I hear a bark? I sincerely hope I didn't. That was... okay, well, we just want to take a quick look outside. Simply because you do sometimes find things lying on the ground around these buildings. Oh, no. Not good. Not at all good. Oh, I'm going to get jumped because I don't know where he is. Oh, he's going to get me. There he is. There he is. Oh, crap. Let's get inside here. Oh, that was close. Now, the bad news is that he's going to hang around outside there for a while. So this is going to be quite a challenge. Okay.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Oh, cool. We've got some decent ski gloves. Now, we were already wearing some. But if they're in better condition, that will give us a slightly better warmth bonus. So I'm going to break this crate down. Get myself some more firewood because I've obviously used quite a lot of what I had. Can't break this down simply because I don't have a hatchet, which is what I'm looking for. Another sewing kit, I'm going to take it. What you will notice, slightly different, if you've seen the Whiteout Challenge series but you've never seen the Sandbox play, is in the Whiteout Challenge series I was ignoring a lot of stuff, things I didn't need, like sewing kits and things like that. I didn't bother taking them, I just left them behind. Because we had a very specific set of things to collect. In Sandbox mode, what we'll do is pretty much collect everything. Whatever we can carry. We'll only start dropping things if we can't carry something. Then we'll drop it. Okay, I'm just going to sleep for an hour, simply in the hope that that wolf will wander off and I can get over to the other cabin without being eaten. I have survived for 1 day, 4 hours and 6 minutes. Good to know. Conditions drop to 82%. The condition drops much more quickly in Stalker.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Oh, be quiet. Than it does in the other modes. So, do you need to keep a slightly sharper eye on my condition than I normally would
Find some water.
Okay. I'm really going to hope that that wolf's not going to sneak out from around this hut. Let's get inside here. We've got water, don't worry. We actually have food as well. This is the way I play it. I always just let the condition drop a little bit on the food and we'll bring it back when we sleep. Just saves the food resources, particularly at this point. Okay, newsprint, we're going to take that. Yeah, so you will see me pretty much collecting everything. I can break the shelf down, but I don't have a hatchet, so I can't do it at the moment. Oh dear, this has been a bit of a disappointing trip, to be honest. There's not much in here. I was actually kind of hoping for... I need a hatchet. That's what I really need. I can't do a great deal till I've got that, because that's what lets me get the decent firewood. Without that, I am a bit stuck. Okay, before I go any further, I'm just going to drink one of these sodas. And I will drink some actual water as well, just to stop the condition dropping too much. Okay, let's head back outside. We have got some more cabins that we can go to, so I'm going to make my way round to the next set of cabins. And, oh, the weather's not good. The weather's gone downhill quite a bit. What's the temperature? Minus 12. Not good, but not bad either. Don't know where Wolfie is. This makes me a bit nervous when I don't know where Wolfie is.
I eat anything right about now.
That might be a good point to mention the natural food sources that I was looking for earlier on, assuming we can find some. Again, in Stalker mode, they're going to be a bit more scarce, but I'm hoping we'll see some. Which you can gather, there we are. You can gather these cattails, and cattails' heads are used as tinder, and the stalks you can eat, so they're kind of an emergency food stash at this point in the game where we don't have much other food. They're worth harvesting. They're not brilliant, they only get 100 calories each, but it does give you some tinder, and it does give you some calories, which is obviously better than nothing, so useful to harvest them. Okay, let's head around here. We've got another hut, or a collection of huts, and then we serves meat, yep. Another pair of huts, another burnt out huts. And hopefully not another wolf. The weather's going... Well, the weather conditions are going down, but the temperature's going up, so I'm actually not too worried. We've got a backpack out here. So let's raid that backpack. Let's see if there's anything in it. Nope. And what we got? What's that? Is that fur firewood? We shall have that. Fur is good. Fur burns for a very long time. Quick look around the back of the huts. You do quite often find tools around the backs of the huts. In fact, I even found a rifle around the back of one of these huts once. It's kind of cool. Okay, so same old story. Dog food, not brilliant, but hey ho, we can eat it. Oh, sardines, that's cool, that's good. Nothing else. Crate, I'm going to break down for firewood. If I go over my carrying limit, reclaimed wood is one of the first things I'll tend to drop, because you can pretty much get that from anywhere. Didn't plug, but it's useful to have it, because it is firewood at the end of the day, you can make use of it. And when you're short of firewood. Well, gosh darn it, there's nothing else in here. Okay, let's head for the next one. Have a look at the other cabin. Again, none of these cabins have stoves or things in them, so I can't light fires inside them. If I want to stay here, I have to light a fire outside. Wolf is feeling cold and feeling hungry, and that's not good for me. Okay, let's get back inside here. A bottle of water. We do find them occasionally. I haven't yet managed to show you the other method of collecting water, because there aren't many houses on this map. I'll just break this down. I'm starving again. Break down the chair. Temperature in here is above freezing, so that's okay. We're fine, we're safe in here. But sadly, there isn't very much in here. We have a metal container under the bed, but it's not got anything in it.
Damn it.
That's what I was thinking. That's good timing. Okay, let's head back outside then, and hopefully that wolf is not waiting for me outside the door. That would suck, but in Stalker mode they do that, so you have to be a bit careful. Please, please, please don't... Oh. Okay, that's slightly awkward. Well, the temperature's okay, and it's not windy and horrible anymore, but obviously it has gone a bit misty. Okay, I'm just going to have a little bit of a nose around here, just to make sure there's nothing worthy of our attention. And there isn't, so let's make our way back out onto the lake. I have my bedroll. If worse comes to it, one of the ice fishing huts is not a bad place to hold up if it has a door on it, or indeed if it doesn't have a door and I put a fire in the doorway. Now, this is an area we have to be a bit careful. Coming around to the lone cabin at the end here, because the bear does lurk around this part of Mystery Lake. In fact... Is that him? It is indeed. The bear is over there. And obviously the bear is pretty nasty. If you cross him, you are in trouble. In fact, if I cross him right now with my current condition, I'm dead. So, just need to be a little bit careful. I don't think he can get you if you're on this little balcony porch thing. I think you're quite safe here. So that is the other hostile wildlife in the game, the bear. The bears are quite dangerous. You have to be quite careful not to get in their way. If you're hunting bears, you have to be pretty careful about it. We're not anywhere near in a position to hunt the bear, but at least we know where he is. There's typically only one bear per map, but that's not always the case. There's a couple of places where that bear roams. Okay, so let's have a look at this crate. Break it down, nothing in it. If I end up holding up anywhere, this is probably where I'm going to end up. Here in the Lone Lake Cabin. So we have a newsprint roll, we can use that for tinder. We have absolutely nothing of any use anywhere else. Anywhere in this entire hut. Plastic container. Oh, we've got some more matches, that's a good one to have. Because we have used a few of those, so that's useful. Okay, not very much to be found. Not very much at all. Let's just head back outside the cabin and see what the bear's up to. I'm just trying to decide whether to try and get back to camp office or whether to hold up here. We've got 3 hours, the light is setting, the bear is right by us. The good news though is when the bear's around, the wolves don't tend to be. They are sometimes, but not always. He's there. He's moving away from us, he's not too bothered. The bears will attack you and they can shift. The bears can run pretty fast, but only if they're provoked, generally speaking. I mean, we're quite close and he's not too bothered. He might pick us up and come towards us at some point, but he'll only attack if we get really close to him, or if we shoot him. Okay, here he comes. I'm just going to show you the bear behaviour. I'm going to stay on this porch. I don't want to test the bear proofness of this porch though, so if he does charge me, I am jumping back through the door. They've changed the animation as well and the character model. It looks a lot more realistic now than it used to. I really like the look of the game. They've given it a beautification pass in the last update and it's really, really nice. We've got a sunset going on here. It's a bit misty, but we've got really nice lighting effects and it's really kind of cool. Okay, so the bear's wandering towards us. Whether he's clocked us yet, I don't know. Whether he's just coincidentally... Oh, he's clocked us! He is coming over here. He has clocked us. He's coming towards us. Do I really want to test the bear proofness of this here porch? I'm always a bit nervous in case they've changed it and you're no longer safe in here. Here he is. Here's the bear. Hello, bear. Well, he's not attacking us. If he rears up, I am probably going to head back in through the door. You can see he's quite slow and pondering, but they can shift.
My fingers feel numb.
Oh, that's the least of your problems at this precise moment. They can shift. If you shoot and miss him, he will... what are you doing there, bear? Are you... What were you doing there? I don't want to know what you were just doing there. Were you relieving yourself outside my... Don't do that, please. Oh, we've upset him. Oh, they've changed that animation. That's kind of cool. Oh, and he's run away. Okay. Well, we upset him and he's run off. That's probably because he can't actually attack us in here. That's probably why he ran away instead. They've changed that animation though. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, let's head back inside. The sun is setting. If I go out there now and he decides to run after me, I'm pretty much doomed. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to overnight here, and hopefully he'll have wandered off by the morning. So let's head back inside. Because we are pretty cold. We are freezing. Okay, it feels like 1 degree in here, so that's absolutely fine. The air temperature. It's actually said what the air temperature is. I'm a bit used to do that. I don't know whether we can get that from anywhere else. I don't know. Obviously I don't need to put my bedroll down because I have a bed in here. Okay, so we need to try and eat and drink before we sleep. So I am going to eat and drink whatever I can. I've got 3 of those cattail stalks. They give me 150 calories each. So I'm going to eat 1 of those. I kind of save those because their condition never drops. I haven't really explained the condition system yet, but basically everything degrades over time. Everything has a condition. The lower the condition percentage, the more likely it is to, obviously it's wearing out if it's a piece of equipment. If it's food, the worse condition it's in, and if it drops below a certain point you can get food poisoning from it. So you have to bear that in mind. If the food is too low a condition, you can actually get ill from it. So I wouldn't really want to eat it if it's any lower than about 25%. 20 to 25%. You're dicing a little bit with danger at 20%. Anything above that you should be okay. So we're going to eat both of those 2 tins. And we're going to drink. And that's given us... Okay, it's not brilliant, but it's okay. We've got 2 hours of daylight left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to sleep for 6 hours. Okay, so our condition will start to go up. We're warm inside the bed. We get a warmth bonus from being inside the bed, which is always a bonus. Weather condition outside obviously isn't very good at the moment. We've got those 3 question marks. 1 day, 15 hours and 24 minutes in. The condition's now 100%. We are still a little bit tired. So I'm now going to pass time for a couple of hours. And the reason I do this is that this will cause my rested stat, as you can see there, to go down. And I can then bring it back up again by sleeping. So it's kind of finding a balance. So that we get to the morning with maximum...
I could eat a horse.
Don't worry about that. Okay, so we're going to sleep now for 4 hours. That will cause our condition to drop slightly. Because we're ravenous and we're thirsty. But it shouldn't drop too much, I hope. I really do hope. Yeah, it's only dropped 3%, so that's cool. So, we actually woke up fully rested, so we didn't go for 4 hours. We only went for 2. But that's fine. I'm going to drink this soda. That'll just give me some calories, stop my hunger from going any lower, as well as sorting out my dehydration. Then I'm going to drink some actual water. In all honesty, this has been a little bit of a disappointing trip. We haven't really got very much out of it. Let's just pass time for 2 hours just to come out the other side. And there we go. So that's got us back through to the morning again, and that's where we're going to call it a day for this video. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do our journal, and this time I'm going to try not to delete it. So we are here in number 3. So what have we done? We've explored... Oops, Mystery Lake. Whoops. Well, it's quite hard to type with the microphone in the way, I'll tell you. We've explored Mystery Lake. We've caught fish. Caught a fish. We have raided the cabins. We have watched the bear. And that is, to be fair, pretty much all we've done. But we also, actually no, to be fair, we also made water. So that's what we've done today. So it is today the 18th of October. It's exactly the same day as I filmed the first video on, because I'm doing them back to back. So that is what we've done today. I'm going to this time click done. And I'm then going to click back, and I'm going to come out of that so I don't delete it by accident like I did last time. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. What we're going to do in the next video, we're going to head back to camp office, we're going to regroup, see if there's anything we can drop behind, try and get our health back up again, and then we're going to have to try and make our way to one of the other cabins. There's a couple of other places we can go. We've got Trapper's Homestead, or Trapper's Cabin we can get to. We have got the dam, but I don't feel quite ready to tackle the dam just yet. So I think we're probably going to head for Trapper's Homestead, and of course there is Forestry Lookout as well. We can head there. So yeah, there's a couple of places that we can go. So what I'm going to say is thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon for video number 3, and we'll carry on with the Sandbox series. In fact, before I do anything else, I'm just gonna sleep for an hour. Make sure the game is saved. It's quite embarrassing once I did that and I died. At the end of the video, signed off, slept to save the game and died in my sleep. That was embarrassing, but it didn't happen this time.
Gotta eat soon.
Oh, be quiet.